Good people, once again, it's a guy from Benster Farm, and today we are here at Joles Farm to learn about cherry tomatoes. Just to introduce Victor right here, our good agronomist, who is going to take us through cherry tomatoes. As you can see, it's a greenhouse. It's a greenhouse full of them. So Victor, over this to you.
Yes.
Just to take us through and educate us about cherry tomatoes, why you have done them in the greenhouse,
Yeah.
and how will you manage it, what are the activities involved until maturity. So Victor, I don't know whether we go to the data sheet first.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, guys, this is the greenhouse as we walk to the data sheet. So Victor,
Yes.
what is this?
Okay, this is mostly tunaitanga foot bath.
Okay.
Foot bath is whereby before you enter the greenhouse, you are supposed to enter inside. This one, it assists in disinfecting yourself. Maybe these shoes or the gumboots, mostly they usually have carriers. They act as carriers.
Okay.
You could be a carrier and maybe you don't know. So maybe you are from another block, maybe which had already been infested.
Mm-hmm.
You will have, if you enter inside the greenhouse,
Uh-huh.
maybe you haven't disinfected yourself here,
Okay.
you are just going to be a carrier.
Oh.
You will bring some pests inside. So
Okay.
there's always the reason why you have placed this one here.
So guys, you've heard, you can always modify your own.
Yeah.
You don't need to go and buy those expensive things from the shop. Yeah. See, this is just a jerry can which has been cut into half, and then everything's put there.
Yeah.
So here is our data sheet.
Yeah.
So take us through, tell us about it.
Okay, first of all, this is the data sheet now. At our data sheet, we usually have a place where you write the name of the crop. As you can see, it's cherry tomato.
Okay.
Yeah. And normally the funny thing is cherry tomato. It's a normal tomato, but the funny thing,
Okay.
it's a very small one. So, as you can see, there are so many varieties of tomatoes. But this one is called the cherry tomato.
Is cherry tomatoes the small tomatoes?
The small tomatoes, the one we used to eat tukiwa huko mashambani.
Yeah, I remember a long time ago in our rural area, we used to those small cherry tomatoes used to just grow by themselves in the forest or something like that. Yeah.
So at our farm, at Joles Farm, we usually deal with several varieties of tomatoes. We have the normal tomato.
Okay.
And the normal tomato, the ones we grow here at our farm, is Big Rock.
Big Rock.
That's now the normal tomato, the one people used to eat.
Yeah, we have done a video on it. We have done a video on the Big Rock, which is doing very well.
Yeah. So currently at our farm, we are dealing with two varieties.
Okay.
Yeah. Now we have Lucy Plus, this one.
That is the cherry tomatoes,
yeah, Yeah, the one which is at the greenhouse now.
Okay.
Then the other one is called Fortesa. Currently, we want to see, there's an experiment we are trying to do. The last time, we dealt with the both varieties.
Okay.
In this greenhouse, we had grown Fortesa. Then the other one, it was Lucy Plus.
Okay.
So what we did, we interchanged. We have another one, we have some like around 258, 267 there at a range of 2 to 60 seedlings.
Okay.
At our nursery.
Yeah.
For the other Fortesa variety of cherry tomato.
Oh, okay. So Victor, I can see that number of seed planted is 257. Total number of plants is 257.
Yeah.
Does it mean whatever seedlings you planted here, all of them survived?
Okay, majority of them do survive.
Okay.
Or sometimes there are some which usually maybe they know during the time you are transplanting. They get shock.
Okay.
The root shock, one is gets to the normal field. They get that shock.
Okay.
Yeah. So, okay, it's not like a few numbers. But what we usually do, we gap them. Because we can't plant all of the seedlings here. So we usually leave like around 20 seedlings.
Okay.
Gapping.
Okay.
Because we are very sure. It depends.
So when you say for gapping, you leave them aside somewhere, just in case
after transplanting, you put them somewhere.
Take
Still
take some of
continue.
them aside,
Yeah.
just for in case seeding dies, you can
You
replant
can,
it.
yeah, you replace it.
Okay, okay. So with that, at least you are sure of the quantities you'll get from there.
And 100%.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah.
Maybe we can move inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, don't worry. I've already cleaned my shoes. Uh, so Victor,
Yes.
concerning this, how do you manage it? Does this plant has maybe a growth whereby it grows in up to a point whereby you can manage it inside the greenhouse? Because I'm sure they're meant to grow along the strings or something.
Yeah. Okay, normally, as you can see, this plant, it's very long.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it?
Yep.
So you can't leave it, you can't just leave it without staking.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to give it the support as the management mostly as it grows by.
Do you have a number of how many tomatoes should be like in a plant or something like that?
Okay, what you usually do, like now in cherry tomato,
Okay.
we don't sell in terms of kg.
Mm-hmm.
What we in terms of packing,
Mm-hmm.
we measure them into grams,
Mm-hmm.
and then we count the number of funnels.
Okay.
So mostly we do them, we package them by use of funnels.
Mm-hmm.
See, come the other tomatoes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another question: how do you manage to ensure that this particular plant is fully it's fully packed with fruits or something?
Okay. As I've told you,
Mm-hmm.
you have to maintain the cleanliness of the plant by removing the suckers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's by pruning.
Okay.
So at least the fruits when they are growing,
Mm-hmm.
they are free. Let's call it free.
Okay.
They will grow with the right size,
Mm-hmm.
no disturbance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you know mostly the disadvantage of the suckers.
Mm-hmm.
They fight. Let's say they
For
fight
food.
for the nutrients.
For the nutrients.
Yeah, with the normal
Mm-hmm.
mother plant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure most of the people ask what are the advantages of doing things in greenhouse vis-a-vis doing them in the outside
Yeah.
field. What do you say about that?
Okay, there are so many advantages, and also it's not every crop that can do well in greenhouse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
If you do cherry tomato in open field,
Uh-huh.
there's no guarantee.
Uh-huh.
You'll lose.
Okay.
Yeah. So at least 80% of it in a greenhouse, you'll do it well.
Okay. I'm told that because of enough space, you have to coil these plants in a way that round in a way that they will one plant will at least fill a space
Yeah.
until maturity. How long does it take? I mean, how long do you keep this plant here?
Okay, it can go.
Can it stay like 6 months or
It can
7
even go
months?
beyond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as
the
you-
only thing that matters is the management.
No, the management.
The issue it becomes is, you see when it comes to infestation,
Yeah.
red spider mites,
Uh-huh.
they are the biggest challenge here now.
Okay.
So what we usually advise farmers,
Yeah.
anytime you want to plant any crop, mostly the tomato family, ensure you do a proper land preparation.
Okay.
You leave that area just like for a certain period.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then the other one.
Mm-hmm.
So the other one is just normal one.
Okay.
Field management.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. If you don't manage your field,
Uh-huh.
it won't work for you.
Okay.
Yeah. Then the other one after maybe when it comes to preparing the beds,
Uh-huh.
we usually before you transplant that evening, what we usually do, we spray.
Okay.
We spray on top of each bed, at least to control the fungus.
Okay.
You know the tomato family they usually have the issue about with wilt,
Yes.
bacteria wilt,
Uh-huh.
fusarium wilt. Yeah, all those.
And those are some of the advantages of doing it in a greenhouse.
Yeah, those are the
So what you're saying is you can manage this crop in a greenhouse for a whole year,
surely
getting fruits
getting fruits.
for a whole year.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long
That's
as you are following the management,
Uh-huh.
pruning,
uh-huh.
spraying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Victor,
Yes.
what is this? I can see there is a yellow
Okay, this one.
kind of stuff here with a solar panel on top.
Yeah.
What is it for?
This is a water trap,
Mm-hmm.
and mostly it assists in trapping the flying insects.
Okay.
Yeah, the likes of white flies,
Mm-hmm.
moth.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How does it work?
At this point,
Uh-huh.
mostly it works during the night.
Okay.
Yeah. So what we usually do,
Uh-huh.
although here it's not on a high point,
Uh-huh.
we are supposed to put it on a high point.
Okay. So guys, I told you about this is pure organic farm. So
Yeah.
these are some of the things they use to manage the pesticides and all those.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yes, Victor.
So at this point, it usually works at night.
Uh-huh.
You see, when there is darkness,
Yeah.
it will light.
Okay.
And through this lighting,
Uh-huh.
the insects they are getting attracted.
Okay. Okay.
And also,
Uh-huh.
there is a pheromone here.
Uh-huh.
This pheromone usually it acts like a male.
Okay.
So normally, as you know, female usually they are attracted to male.
To male, yes.
So they will be attracted. At this point, once they are getting to be attracted by this pheromone, majority of them will fall here. And you see there is light.
Okay. Yes.
And at night, insects they like light.
Okay.
Yeah. And
So-
also the other thing, see the yellow trap.
Yeah.
The yellow trap is a form of attracting too.
Okay.
It attracts the white flies during the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in short, this thing it uses three things components to attract. That is that one, the red thing use acting as a male.
Yeah.
The light at night. That's why you have the solar system,
Yeah.
which charges. It has a battery which. So does it like automatically figure out
Yeah.
it is at night or something?
Automatically it switches on. Yeah.
Okay. And that thing is the yellowness that also attracts them. So that's a good stuff.
Yeah.
So okay. So how many do you need to have in a greenhouse like this?
Like this one is enough.
What's enough? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So long as, although we have just completed staking now.
Okay.
So by next week we are going to install the sticky traps.
Mm-hmm.
So the sticky traps, they are also the other form of fighting the pest.
Okay.
They are
Okay.
controlling. We don't use conventional, so you use the biological one.
Yes.
The one you know.
Yes. Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
So let me ask you something.
Yes.
On these, I'm sure you know the measurements of this greenhouse.
Yeah.
How many tons do you expect here, and how long do you intend to manage or maintain this crop?
Okay. Like in terms of lifespan,
Mm-hmm. How many tons do you expect here by the time you guys are clearing this crop?
maybe it can even go even more than 1 point. So let's say the average, the base is 3.
3.
Depending now
3 tons, huh?
if it is 2 greenhouses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh-huh. So that means, and how long are you intending to manage this crop?
This one. Maybe for the next 7 to 8 months.
7 to 8 months, huh? Okay, that's a good one, eh? Guys. You can see the greenhouse is around 10 meters by 20 meters or something.
Around 20.
Yes, and we have heard that you'll be able to get 3 tons of cherry tomatoes. Guys, and this will run for the next 7 months. You've also heard that it's organic, and the way of managing the pest is by use of this. What's the name of it?
You can just really mostly it's a light trap.
Guys, I'll type the name of it. Maybe if you like, you can go look for it. So
You can even modify for yourself.
you can even modify.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So there are some we want to modify for ourselves. To milk for our French beans. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So which pesticide do you use to manage organically? To manage this organically?
Mostly we deal with 3 inputs here, mostly for the pest control, fungal, and also for the nutrients.
Okay.
Those are the foliars.
Uh-huh.
For the insecticide, we use Livo, Nimraj, Flower DS, Achuk. Yeah, there are so many. So long as they are organic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, does it mean cherry tomatoes are more profitable than normal tomatoes, like the big rock?
Depends. But normally, you know, it's a classy tomato.
It's a classic tomato.
Yeah.
Of
We
course,
call it
classic tomatoes
because
they're
not
very
every
expensive.
person who is going to purchase it.
Uh-huh.
So we have special orders for special market.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me something else.
Yeah.
Why do you use a paper to cover the beds?
Okay.
Why the
For
plastic? Neither.
yeah.
Why the polythenes?
Okay. First of all,
Mm-hmm.
we use it for two purposes.
Okay.
The first purpose,
Mm-hmm.
it can work like a mulch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then the other one, you see, during fruiting,
Mm-hmm.
there are some fruits usually fall before their maturity,
Yes.
or even once they get matured,
Yeah.
they fall down.
Yeah.
So instead of they fall on the soil or on the bed,
Yes.
they get so many nematodes
Uh-huh.
or maybe
Let me ask you something.
yeah,
The purpose of staking
yeah.
is to ensure that the fruits don't touch the soil.
Okay, not
Because when they touch the soil, maybe
yeah.
they rot or something.
That's another reason.
Could that, the nylon thing, could it also be serving that?
Yeah, and also the most important thing about staking,
Mm-hmm.
it also increases the lifespan
Okay.
of the crop,
Okay.
because it's a very critical crop.
It's a
'Cause
delicate one.
if you leave it here
Yeah.
in the next few minutes,
Uh-huh.
it's going to get some breakages.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
then you are going to lose your crop.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
So does it mean that it doesn't like a lot of heat or solar?
yeah.
Why
That's why
what
we
is the
put
purpose
the
of
net.
this net
Yeah,
like? Huh.
to prevent the light,
Okay.
light intensity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. You guys just are you going to do anything to make sure the fruits you get fruits organically?
Our need is the fruit,
Mm-hmm.
not even the plant.
Okay. Okay.
If you can't keep the plant, you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So guys, I believe you have learned something about greenhouses. About it's not much. You can also do different types of tomatoes. You can do the just normal tomatoes. That is the big rock and all that. You can also do the chili. Any kind of tomato you can do it in a greenhouse. So don't be worried that why are they doing cherry tomatoes on a greenhouse. And you have seen that they've used the nylon for mulching purposes. Also, you talked about there was a third one you were supposed to explain before you cut you short. What was it?
Okay, no, it was not that one. It's still the second one.
The second one.
Yeah, it's about the fruits.
The fruits, huh?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
about them?
We were trying to. The reason why we put the mulching sheet, you see, when they fall on the soil, and the
Yes.
soil is wet,
Yes.
they will be contaminated.
Okay.
Alafu they will get the end rot,
Okay.
blossom end rot. Yeah.
Oh, guys, I've heard about that. So, for those guys who can afford greenhouse, I believe it's a value for money. And the more greenhouse you have, it's easier to manage these fruits and manage them for so long. Instead of doing 3 months, you harvest for 1 month and the crop is out. So in a greenhouse, you can manage these things for around 7 months, 7 even to 1 year, depends on how you want to run it. So guys, you have learned something about cherry tomatoes in a greenhouse. Subscribe for more education. Thank you.